Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Heated Shuffle Draft franchise rebuild here in Superman Baseball 4, year number 2. Last episode, we hung on to beat the Grapplers 10-9 as we dismantled their ace Von Asen, thanks to a bullpen victory as Wagyu Jacoby got smacked around early, but we rallied out of the early hole to win. With that victory, we knocked the Grapplers out of the playoffs, and we also clinched our playoff berth as we've hit double-digit wins for the first time in the series at 10. We're currently on a 6-game winning streak, looking to keep it alive here against the Platypi here in today's episode. Today's game is a big one for the Platypi as they need this victory to stay alive in the playoff hunt and possibly finish at 500. Right now, Platypi in the year 6-8. They're going to send Barry Ozone to the hill, the right-hander, with K Collector and Elite Screwball. 0-2 with a 6.59 ERA and a 1.17 WHIP. And on the mound for us is our ace Elmo Slayer, making his final start of the season. 2-1 with a 4.26 ERA and a 1.26 WHIP. Lineup we're going to use today, leading off in left field, will be Stallion Johnson. Batting second behind the dish is catcher Tiny DeGrande. Batting third out in right field, locked in Jovan Bambino. Batting fourth, on fire, third baseman Norm Fenomeno. Batting fifth, locked in shortstop Ham Slamus. Batting sixth, second baseman Sloop Whoopity. Batting seventh, 10th center fielder Hayam Colliner. Batting eighth, first baseman Jess Fowl. And batting ninth is pitcher Elmo Slayer. Let's go ahead and get it on. Heading home again here at Red Rock Park. Let's see if we can get the job done and knock these Platypi out. I believe we beat the Platypi earlier this season, if I remember it correctly. We'll see if we can do it again. Top half of their lineup's hitting pretty well, it looks like. Bottom half, not so much. So let's keep that in mind. Alright, runs Lee and jumps to up first here against Elmo Slayer as our ace is ready to go. Runs leading off, first baseman locked in, hitting .348, 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the year. Runs playing a backup position of first base today as he's normally at second base. Slayer on the year, 2-1. He has a 4.26 ERA and a 1.26 WHIP. 9 earned runs given up in 3 starts, totaling 19 innings, so he's averaging just over 6 1/3 innings a start. 23 hits, surrendered 1 walk, 3 homers, 23 strikeouts to lead the team, and a batting average against of .291, which is the best in the starting rotation. Lineup for the Platypi today: after runs, it is third baseman Trisha Lee. Then it's on fire, second baseman Jeb Jumps. Then it is locked in left fielder Dwayne Butterfinger. Batting fifth, right fielder Casper Stern. Batting sixth, shortstop Rodney Park. Batting seventh, catcher Preston Adonimus. Batting eighth, center fielder today Jules Bergman. And batting ninth is Barry Ozone. First pitch fastball in there at the knees away from Slayer, 0-1. Slider inside, foul back, 0-2 quickly to count on. Walker runs. Purple down and in. Inside, 1-2. Change it down the way. Outside, 2-2. Good take so far from Walker. Curveball at the knees. Driven to right center, hit pretty well. Colliner tracking it. Gets there for the first out. Next up, third baseman Trisha Lee hitting .259. 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the year. First pitch curveball down and away. Strike called at the knees, 0-1. Slider down and in, low, 1-1. Forcing him up the way, strike called, 1-2. That caught the outside corner. Okay, Collector active again for Slayer. Change him up and in, inside, 2-2. Good take. Circle down and in, low, 3-2. Good take so far from Lee. Working the count back full. Forcing him away. Chop slowly to second. Whoopity charges in. Makes the play, 2 down. Base is empty here for Jeb Jumps. Second baseman's on fire, hitting .435. 6 homers on the year with 16 RBIs. Solid campaign for Jeb. Forkball down and away in the first pitch. Fouled back, 0-1. Forcing it down and in. Fouled off, 0-2. K Collector active. Slider pin away. Outside and high, 1-2. Dribble down the way. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Slayer, and 1-2-3 first inning. Bottom 1. Heaters coming up. Johnson, DeGrande, and Bambino against Barry Ozone. Johnson leading off. Left fielder hitting .425. 1 homer, 6 RBIs on the air as he gets the start against the right-hander today. Off-speed hitter. Perfect for Ozone, who has 3 off-speed pitches. Ozone on the year 0-2. He has a 6.59 ERA and a 1.17 WHIP. 10 earned runs given up in his 3 starts, totaling 13 2/3 innings pitched, 13 hits surrendered, 3 walks, 5 homers, 11 strikeouts, and a batting average against him .241. Not a great year for Barry at all. Heater up, taken high to Johnson. Ball 1. Curveball middle away, dumped to right center. Right at Jeb jumps on the line. 1 out. Tiny DeGrande up next. Catcher is contact versus righty active here, hitting .343. 1 homer, 4 RBIs on the season. Lead screwball active for Ozone, and there it is. Screwball in there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball middle in, line to second, right at jumps, 2 down. Base is empty for Bambino. Right fielder locked in, hitting .483. 5 homers, 12 RBIs on the air, coming off a 3-run homer last episode. Screwball up and in, strike called, 0-1. Nice pitch from Barry. That curveball's in the dirt inside, 1-1. Right down the middle, missed the changeup, 1-2. Changeup down and in, fold foul, 1-2. Heater inside, blew it by Bambino, strike 3. First punch out for Barry, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Ozone. To the second, it's scoreless. Butterfinger, Stern, and Park due up first for the Platypi. Dwayne Butterfinger, the second-year first baseman, leading off. He's in left field today. Locked in, hitting .263, 1 homer, 8 RBIs, another backup position. Four-seamer down on the first pitch, grounded hard to first, right at foul. Easy play for Jess, 1 down. Next up, right fielder Casper Stern, playing a little hurt, hitting .161 on the air, no homers, 2 RBIs. He has low pitch and mind gamer active, giving Slayer a bit of a accuracy debuff. Slider inside, misses badly, ball 1. Change up and away, fouled off, 1-1. Forkball middle in, inside, 2-1. Ball up and away, Stern whiffs through it, 2-2. Pushing up and in, high, 3-2, good eye. Pushing up and away, fouled off, out of play. We'll do it again, full count. Change up and in. Hit on the ground to third. Phenomenal dives, cuts it off to his left. Nice play across, in time. 2 down. Nice play, Norm. Base is empty for Rodney Park. Shortstop hitting .345. 3 RBIs on the year. Four-seamer middle in. Strike called, 0-1. Nice pitch from Slayer. Got up and away, fouled off by Park, out of play, 0-2. Ball down and away, chased it in the dirt, strike 3. DeGrande picks, fires the first in time. Second punch out for Slayer, that ends the inning, 1-2-3. Bottom 2 were scoreless. Phenomenal slam some whoopity do up against Ozone. Phenomenal leading off, he's on fire. Third baseman hitting .466, 7 homers, 18 RBIs on the year. Change it down and in is inside and low, ball 1. Heater up and in, check swing, strike called, 1-1. Heater up and away, chase, dump the second, dump the shortstop. Park charges in, makes the play, 1 down. Ham Slam is up next, shortstop locked in, hitting .480, 7 homers, 16 RBIs on the year. Screwball up and in, taken high and inside, ball 1. Change it down and in, strike called, 1-1. Change up and away, skied behind second. Out for jumps, he'll make a catch in shallow center, 2 down. Base empty for Sloop Whoopity. Second baseman hitting .349, 5 RBIs on the season, no homers. Change up and away, strike called at the letters, 0-1. Screwball up and in is skied to right field. That's going to go right at Casper Stern, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Ozone. To the third, we're scoreless. Bottom of the lineup up for the Platypi, Adonis, Bergman, and Ozone. Preston Anonymous, the catcher leading off, hitting .143, 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the season for the switch hitting catcher. Spark ball up on the first pitch, way out in front of it. 0-1. He was looking fastball. Dribble down and in. In the dirt, bounces 1-1. Slayer already locked in here. Change up and in, out in front of it, 1-2. Forcing me down in the way. Chased it, strike 3. Third punch out for Slayer, 1 down. Center fielder Jules Bergman due up, hitting .312, 1 homer, 4 RBIs on the year. Ah, there's a nice little spitting animation. Love it. Change of away, strike called 0-1. They actually voiced that now. Heater up. Skied to right center. Colliner coming in. He's calling for it. No, he's not. Called off by Whoopity. Sloop makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Barry Ozone, the pitcher. He's locked in. Hitless on the year. He's also locked in. Heater inside, strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in. Grounded to second. Whoopity to his right. Backhands cleanly. On to first. 1-2-3 inning for Slayer in the third. Bottom 3 were scoreless. Colliner foul and Slayer due up. Hey, I'm Colliner leading off. Center fielder's tense right now, hitting .426. 3 homers, 9 RBIs. Curveball up, taken way high. Ball 1, good eye there. Heater away, chased outside, 1-1. Fastball down, grounded to first. Right out runs, he'll make the play himself. 1 down. Base empty for Jess Fowl, hitting .167, 1 homer, 7 RBIs on the year. Low pitch active for Jess. Screwball down and in, skied to right center. That's going to hang up in for Stern, 2 down. Base is empty for Slayer, the pitcher hitting 1 for 6 on the year with an RBI. Currently locked in. Fastball at the knees, blew it by him, 0-1. Chased it up and in, 0-2. Heater up and in, chopped slowly to short. Park charges in, makes the play, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Ozone. To the 4th, where scoreless runs, Lee, and jumps. Top of the lineup due up. Here's runs, over 1 today.
Number 23, Walker runs.
Work ball down in the way in the first pitch, chopped the third. Phenomenal there for it. Makes the play. Across, 1 down. Trisha Lee up next, 0-1 today. She's tense. Grounded out her first time up to second. Missing rumping away, taken high. Ball 1. Curveball middle in, just inside, 2-0. Change it down the way, strike called, 2-1. Bless you. Work ball middle in, dump to left field, Johnson over to his right, cuts it off, 2 down. Jumps up next, he's 0-1 today, struck out swinging his first time up. Forcing me down and away, check swing, strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and in, ripped foul into the dugout, 0-2. Thankfully none of our guys were standing right there. 0-2 pitch coming, slider away. Chased outside and fouled off, still 0-2. Change it down the way. Dumped up the middle to short, Slamus dives out of his reach, base hit, and that's the first hit today for the Platypi. First hit today in today's game, actually, for both teams. Jumps on with 2 down for Butterfinger, grounded out to first his first time up, he's 0-1. Currently locked in still. Steeler active at first base for jumps. Change away in the first pitch, out in front of it is Butterfinger, 0-1. Heater up and in, fouled off, 0-2. Slider down and in, fouled off, 0-2. Ball down the way, chased it in the dirt, strike 3. DeGrande picks, fires the first in time. 4th punch out for Slayer, that ends the inning. Bottom 4, we're still scoreless, but the Platypi get their first hit. Top of our lineup due up for the second go-around against Ozone. Here's Johnson, he's 0-1 today. Lined out to second his first time up. Curveball hangs in the first pitch, driven deep to right center, but that's going to be run down by Bergman, 1 down. Tiny DeGrande up next, lined out softly to second his first time up. He's 0-1. Screwball up and in, taken way high, ball 1. Screwball away, strike called, 1-1. Change of away outside, 2-1. Screwball up, fouled off, 2-2. Okay, collector active for Ozone. Change it down and in. Ripped hard and foul. Out of play. Still 2-2. Screwball down the middle. DeGrande turns on it. Drives it deep left center field. Carrying well. Fireball coming at you. It lands in the Heaters bullpen. DeGrande took one that hung down the middle, and that's going to be our first hit and our first run today for either club. DeGrande's second homer of the year. It is 1-0. We're on the board first. Next up, Jovan Bambino. Struck out swinging his first time up. So far, the only batter to strike out today against Ozone. No longer locked in. Fastball down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Screwball chased outside. 0-2. Bad pitch to swing at for Jovan. Fastball down and in. Dumped to left center. Down for a base hit over the leaping shortstop. Jovan's first hit today. He's 1 for 2. That'll keep it going with 1 down. Here's Norm Phenomeno. Still on fire. Grounded out to third his first time up. Or shortstop. Slow roller. Curveball up and away outside. Ball 1. Fastball up. Driven by Phenomeno deep to left center field. Carrying well on the line. Off the top of the wall. Extra bases for Norm. Digging for third is going to be Bambino. He'll hold there. It's a double for Norm. 2 in scoring position. 1 down for Slamus. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out his first time up as the infield's in, trying to stop the runs from scoring. Screwball up high, chased out of the zone to left center. That's skied. Butterfinger there. Makes the catch for the second out. Tagging is Bambino. He'll score easily on the sac fly. It is 2-0. Whoopity up next, 0 for 1 today with a line out. Screwball low, taken from Ozone. Ball 1. Fastball up, whiff through it. Late, Whoopity missed it. 1-1. Change it down and then rip foul hard. 1-2. Screwball down. 1 hopper to short. Park charges in. Mixed play. In time to first. That ends the inning. 2 runs in the inning, though. 1 on the solo homer by DeGrande to start the scoring, and then a sac fly later in the inning. 2-0 to the 5th. Stern, Park, and Anonymous due up. Sac fly for Slamus. Casper Stern leading off, 0 for 1 today. Flew out his first time up. Four-seamer up and in. Strike called, 0-1. Slider up, strike called, 0-2. Change up away. Chased outside and fouled off, still 0-2. Forkball up and in. Ooh, just inside, missed the corner, 1-2. Four-seamer up and away. High, 2-2. Good eye from Stern. Forkball up and in. Chased, fouled off, out of play, 0-2. Or 2-2 still to count. Slider up and away. Swung through it, strike 3. 5th punch out for Slayer, 1 down. Next up, Rodney Park, 0 for 1 today. Curveball down and in. Low, ball 1 in the dirt. Rodney struck out swinging his first time up. Heater down and in. Dump to right center. Colliner coming in. Makes the catch for the second out on the soft liner. Gonna bring up Anonymous, 0 for 1 today. Slider inside on the first pitch, hung, grounded back to Slayer. He'll make the play to first. 1-2-3 inning for Elmo. Bottom 5, it's still 2-0. Colliner, foul, and Slayer due up against Ozone. Colliner leading off, 0 for 1 with a fly out. He's currently tense. Screwball outside, misses badly. Ball 1. Curveball down, chopped at the middle of the second. Shortstop Park over to his left, cuts it off. Fires in time, 1 down. Just foul up next, 0 for 1 today. Flew out her first time up on a pop fly. Change it down and in the dirt. Ball 1. Change up at the knees. Turned on by foul. Ripped deep to left field on the line. Fireball coming at you as it's in the Platypi bullpen. That was left in the middle of the zone at the knees where foul absolutely lives. The second homer of the year for Jess, and that makes it 3-0. Our second homer of the day. Elmo Slayer up next, 0 for 1 with a ground out. Screwball hangs on the first pitch, driven to center hard, but right at the center fielder Bergman, 2 down. Base is empty for Johnson, he's 0 for 2. Flew out to right center on a hanging curveball last time up as Ozone's still tense. Screwball inside misses to Johnson, ball 1. Curveball to knees, chopped through the middle under Ozone's glove, base hit. First hit for Johnson, he's 1 for 3 with good speed on at first. Two down for DeGrande. Catcher 1 for 2. Solo homer last time up for Tiny. Runner goes on the first pitch. Pitch out. Throw down by Adonimus. In time to get Johnson. They knew he was going. That ends the inning to the 6th. That's 3-0. Bergman, Ozone, and runs duel up. Here's Bergman, 0 for 1 today. Blew out his first time up. Change him down in the way in the first pitch. Low, ball 1. Forkball down. Ripped foul. Out of play. 1-1. Four-seamer up. Popped up foul behind first. Jess giving chase. She's there for it. Runs it down. 1 out. Next up, Barry Ozone. He's 0 for 1. Currently tense. Either way in the first pitch. Fouled back. 0-1. Slider down and in. Low. 1-1. Change it down the way. Whiff through it. 1-2. Four-seamer up and in. Blew it by him. Strike 3 at 100 on the gun. 6 punch up for Slayer. 2 down. Base is empty for Walker. Runs. He's 0 for 2 today. Rally starter active for Walker here. Curveball down and in the dirt. Bounces. Ball 1. Four-seamer up and in. Strike called. 1-1. Slider up and away. Check swing high outside. 2-1. Four-seamer down and in. Chop to third hard right at Phenomenal. He'll make the play to first. 1-2-3 inning for Elmo in the 6th. Elmo cruising along. 6 shutout innings so far. Bottom 6. DeGrande, Bambino, and Phenomenal. Heart of the lineup coming up. That's where the rally started last time up. Grande leading off 1 for 2 with a solo homer. That bat resets after Johnson was thrown out trying to steal second. Screwball hangs. Ripped foul behind the plate. 0-1. Just mistimed it. Chased it high that time. 0-2. Fastball down, dumped to second on the line, right at jumps, 1 down. Bambino up next, singled. He's 1 for 2 today. He also scored a run. Also struck out. Heater up and away outside, ball 1. Curveball away is outside, 2-0 the count. Curveball up and away hangs, driven by Bambino, deep to left center field. Did he get enough of it? Back at the wall, center fielder. Bergman watches it land in the Heaters bullpen. Fireball coming at you. 3rd homer of the day for the Heaters offense. 6th of the year for Jovan Bambino, and that makes it 4-0 Heaters. Just had enough juice to get out there on that hanging curve. Phenomenal up next, 1 for 2 with a double. It's also grounded out. Screwball up and in, strike called, 0-1. Heater high, check swing, good take, 1-1. Curveball down in the way, chased, pulled to first on the ground. Runs, takes it himself, 2 down. Base empty for Ham. Slam a sac fly last time up for Ham. He's also lined out. 0 for 1 today. Screwball inside. Strike called on the corner. 0-1. Chase the heater high. 0-2. Screwball down in the way. Line to short. Right at Park. 1-2. That ends the inning. But Bambino hits his 6th homer of the year. 4-0 to the 7th. Lee jumps and Butterfinger. Hard to line up against Slayer, who's going to go back out for the 7th. There's Lee, 0 for 2 today, and currently tense. Heater up on the first pitch, way high, ball 1. Slider away on the next pitch, fouled off, 1-1. Change it down and in, check swing strike, 1-2. K collector active, curveball down in the way. Strike 3 called, 6 punch out for Slayer today, 1 down. Jeb jumps up next, 1 for 2 with a single today. He's also struck out. He's locked in currently. 7th punch out today for Slayer. He's hit 30 even on the season. Heater up on the first pitch, fouled back, 0-1. Curveball down in the way. Strike called, 0-2. It's the exact same pitch that just froze Lee. Slider up and away. Outside, 1-2. Change it down and in. Low and inside, 2-2. Forkball down, chased and fouled off, 2-2. Four-seamer up and in, high, 3-2, good eye. Slider away, hit on the line to short, diving slam us off his glove into left center. Good effort by Ham, he just couldn't secure it. Second hit today for Jeb Jumps. He is, I believe, jacked on back to on fire next to Butterfinger, 0 for 2. Is he jacked? No, he's on fire again, okay. Here's Butterfinger, 0 for 2 today. He's down to neutral mojo. Curveball down and in on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Forcing him down in the way. Butterfinger fouls it back, 0-2. Slider up and in. Popped up foul, out of play. No one's going to get there, unfortunately, down the third base side. 0-2 to count. Forkball down in the way. Chase grounded the third. Phenomenal charges. Fires the second one. Whoopee to first. Double play. You love to see it as that ends the inning. Bottom 7. That's 7 shutout for Slayer. Whoopity calling earned foul. 2 up. Ozone hasn't pitched horribly, but he has given up 3 home runs, so that kind of took away his quality start. Here's Whoopity, 0 for 2 today. Screwball low from Ozone, ball 1. Curveball hangs on the next pitch, turned on by Whoopity down the left field line, but it's run down by Butterfinger, 1 out. Connor up next, 0 for 2 today. Flew out last time up, he's still tense. Curveball hangs, ripped hard, foul, out of play, 0-1, almost killed the umpire there at third. Curveball down, dumped back up the middle. That's sinking quickly. Off the diving glove of Jeb Jumps. That's a base hit for Colliner. Good effort by Jeb. He just couldn't catch it because he's not a fielder. Colliner on 1 for 3. Runner at first for Jess Fowl. Homered last time up. She's 1 for 2. And that'll do it for Barry Ozone today. He goes 6 1/3. Coming out of the bullpen is going to be Bale Bozer, as the lefty is on fire coming out of the bullpen. Ozone goes 6 1/3 today. He gives up 4 earned runs on 3 home runs. 1 strikeout, 7 hits given up, no walks. Runner at first, his responsibility. Go ahead and take a look at Bozer's numbers on the season. Bale Bozer on the year, 2-0, 3.24 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. 6 runs given up, earned in 9 appearances, 16 2/3 innings pitched, 16 hits surrendered, 2 walks, 3 homers, 2 hit batsmen, and 12 strikeouts. Second best in the bullpen. Batting against .246 on the year. Solid year for Bozer. Couldn't do that in the playoffs for us last year, but he's having a solid year now. Low pitch active for Jess here against the crossed-up Bozer. Heater it down and in, strike called, 0-1. Heater down in the way, blew it by her, 0-2. Fastball middle in, blew it by her, strike 3. First punch out for Bozer, 2 down. Slayer up next, pitcher 0 for 2 today. He's still locked in. Slider middle in, ripped to right field on the line, but it's right at the right fielder's stern, and that ends the inning. So inherited runner strand by Bozer, 4-0 still to the 8th. Stern, Park, and Adonis to appear against Elmo, who's going back out for the 8th inning. Here's Stern. He's 0 for 2 today and currently tense. Slayer's had his number today. Slider up and away in the first pitch. Chopped to third right at Phenomeno. Easy play for Norm. Over to first. 1 down. Slayer on fire now. Here's Rodney Park. 0 for 2 today. Peter up on the first pitch. Strike called with letters. 0-1 that just got the zone. Forkball down and in. Fouled off. 0-2. Curveball down in the way. Stride to center. That hung a little bit. Colliner retreating. He's back to the warning track. Puts it away. 1 down. 2 down in the inning. Base is empty for Adonis, who's 0 for 2. Slider inside on the first pitch. Whiffed through it. 0-1. That got blown by him. Location fooled him. Change it down the way. Chop to short. Slam us in. Makes the play. That is a 6-pitch inning for Slayer as he goes 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. He's going back out for the 9th. Bottom 8, Johnson, DeGrande, and Bambino do up. Stallion Johnson leading off. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. Facing the on fire Bozer, lefty-lefty matchup. Screwball low, misses, ball 1. Change up, taken high, 2-0. Change away, out in front of it, Johnson pulls it foul. That will just get out of play, 0-2. Nice leaping synchronized effort from both the first baseman and catcher there. Screwball down and in, caught the knees, 2-2. Heater middle in, dumped to left center field by Johnson. That's down for extra bases as it rolls all the way to the fence. Johnson going to be in with a leadoff double here to start the 8th. Trying to get some more insurance runs for Slayer. Here's DeGrande, 1 for 3. Solo homer early in the game for Tiny. Loses his contact for his righty trade, unfortunately, facing Bozer, who's left-handed. Change up, hangs, grounded line back up the middle. That's a base hit for Tiny. His second hit today. He's 2 for 4. First and third here with none down. That'll bring up Bambino, 2 for 3, solo homer, and a single last time at the plate. He's also struck out. Currently locked in. Looking to put it out of reach. Blew it by and middle in on the heater, 0-1. Change up and away, pulled foul, out of play by Bambino, 0-2. A little early. Fastball at the knees, line back at the middle, base hit for Jovan as he goes with it, and that's going to drive in his second run of the game, 5-0 Heaters. First and second still, nobody out. Phenomeno up next, 1 for 3 with the double as Bozer knocked down to locked-in mojo. Heater ticking at the letters, 0-1. Fastball down and then chased in the dirt, 0-2. Changeup chased, pulled foul, 0-2 to Norm. Chased it high, strike 3. First punch out for second punch out for Bozer, 1 down. Slam is up next, 0 for 2. Sack fly earlier, driving in a run. Slider up, ripped back at the middle. That's a base hit in the center. Holding at third will be the runner. Bases loaded with 1 down. Here's Whoopity, 0 for 3 intense today. We're going to pinch hit for him because he's not hitting well. Going to go ahead and bring the at-bat in here for, let's see, we can't use Gutterson. He's still injured. Could use Basket against the lefty, but I think we'll go with pinch perfect, Landon Fair. Fair hitting .250 on the year with an RBI. Pinch perfect active, looking for his second hit of the season. He's batting 1 for 4. Screwball down in the way, caught the knees. Good pitch from Bozer, 0-1. Heater up and in, dumped behind second. That hangs up, though, on the infield fly for jumps. 2 down. Base is empty for Colliner. RBI hero active, 1 for 3 with a single last time up. Hay trying to break the game open here. Change up high, good take, 0-1, or 1-0. Fastball down and then blew it by him, 1-1. Change up hangs, ooh, Colliner was ready, but out in front, 1-2. Fastball up and away, line down the line, foul. We'll do it again, 1-2. Change it down, chase, fouled off, 1-2. Heater up, chased it, fouled it off. Over 4 runs, and they get out of a bases loaded jam, only giving up 1 run. But we do put a 5th run on the board, 5-0 to the 9th. Bergman, Bozer, and runs do up against Slayer. 5th run comes off the bat of the single by Bambino, his second RBI today. Slayer going for the complete game shutout as he's coming back out for the 9th. Bergman leading off 0 for 2 today. Fair remains in the game at second base after pinch hitting for Whoopity. Curveball down in the way, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Forcing me down and in low, 1-1. Slider up, fouled off, out of play, 1-2. Change it down in the way, check swing low, good take, 2-2. Heater up and in, inside, 3-2, good eye. Forkball down in the way. Check swing. Walked him. Ball 4. First walk today for Slayer. Next up, Bozer. Pitcher locked in. Batting 500 on the year. I'm expecting a pinch hitter. It's Rip Dingers. Third baseman is hitting .208 on the year with a homer, 8 RBIs. Power versus lefty and low pitch active. Facing the still on fire Slayer. Slider inside on the first pitch. Misses. Ball 1. Heater up and in. Taken high. 2-0. Curveball up, taken high, 3-0. Slayer not finding the zone. Change up away, strike called, 3-1. Four-seamer up and in. Inside ball 4, back-to-back walks for Slayer, and that's going to do it for him today as he just couldn't get any outs in the 9th inning. Top of the lineup do it for the Platypi. It's runs, 0 for 3. Slayer leaves 2 runners on. He finishes with 2 hits given up today, 2 walks, strikes out a total of 7 batters, and he has no runs given up right now. It's a quality start. It will still be a quality start no matter what, but the 2 runners on base are his responsibility. All right, so who are we going to bring in to pitch? We got Never Walker available. Kerr is a no-go. Heater's a no-go. Mesa is also available, but it is like a save-ish situation, so we're going to choose Never Walker, the ace reliever coming in. Or Never Walker on the year, no record at 1.12 ERA and an 0.38 WHIP. 1 earned run given up in 5 appearances with 2 saves, 8 innings pitched, 3 hits surrendered, 8 strikeouts, and a batting average against of 120. Never Walker trying to slam the door here in the ninth. 2 on, none down for the Platypi. Top of the lineup up here is Walker runs. You see him up and in, blew it by him, 0-1. Curveball down in the dirt, 1-1, good block. Cutter hangs, fouled off, 1-2. Four-seamer up and away, chased it outside, strike 3. First punch out for Never Walker, 1 down. Trisha Lee up next, third baseman Tense, 0 for 3 today. Could be a spot for a pinch hitter, we'll see if they do it. They do not, they give Lee the at-bat. Curveball up, just high, ball 1. Slider down in the way, strike called, 1-1. Four-seamer down and in, blew it by her. Check swing, strike called, 1-2. Two-seamer away. Lee grounds it hard to short, right at Slamus. He'll flip to second. 1, fair to first. Double play. You love to see it as Never Walker slams the door in the ninth inning in relief of Slayer, getting rid of the 2 inherited runners. Heaters win today, 5-0 in a shutout as we knock the Platypi out of the playoffs today. Behind the back of a 2-hitter by the combined efforts of Slayer and Never Walker. Solid day. A low-scoring affair, but still a solid win. I'll take it. Hitless today was basically everybody in the Platypi lineup except Jeb Jumps. He had 2 hits. There was also 2 walks for Bergman and the pinch hitter Dingers. No other hits for anybody else. And Jumps was actually on deck there in the ninth inning. For us, hitless today was Whoopity and the pinch hitter Landon Fair, as well as Elmo Slayer. Home runs today, we had DeGrande hit a solo homer. Jovan Bambino had a solo homer. He also had an RBI single later. Ham Slamus a sac fly, and Jess Fowl a solo homer as well. Pitching lines, Ozone 6 1/3. He gives up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, a strikeout, and 3 homers. One of his better starts of the year, but he'll still take the loss, falling to 0-3 to finish his season. Bale Bozer on the year, 1 2/3 innings, 4 hits given up, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts in relief. For us, Elmo Slayer, 8+ innings on the mound. He gives up 2 hits, 2 walks, no earned runs, 7 strikeouts. He finishes his year 3-1 with that quality start victory. Never Walker, an inning pitched, no hits given up with 1 strikeout and a double play ball turned. No save, though, because it was a 5-run lead at the time. Still a combined shutout for both of them. That's nice. Slayer, the player of the game for his pitching line, followed by Jovan Bambino for his 3-hit day with 2 RBIs driven in, 1 of them on a homer, 1 on a single. And then third place is Tiny DeGrande with his 2-hit day. He had a solo homer and a single as well. Nice job, guys. Good wins. Solid victory. 5-0. I'll take it. All right, well, now we'll just have a peek at I know next episode's going to be a doubleheader for these guys. They're taking on the wide loads. So we're competing for basically top spot in the league right now. Ooh, who are we going to piss off? Okay, you've taken the last curveball energy bite. Who do you make restock it? It's Kobe. He hasn't been playing well. I don't care if you're unhappy. Maybe you should pitch better. Looking around the league, what do we got? We'll do that in a second. First things first, let's sim up here real quick. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's look around. Got 21 games to get through here. We've got a lot of signings to go through here. Zach DeSong gets picked up by the Jacks as he's going to replace John Renero, their shortstop, as the Jacks are competing with us for the top spot in our conference. So, it's that to look forward to. Blowfish taking on they signed Vil Bukalig as they get rid of Rhonda Horn. Tia Mayfair goes to the Overdogs. She'll replace David Diggler. Pumper Lumpkins to the Herbisaurs. He'll replace Maddie Batts. Heater gets +10 junk on a random roll. She's now a B+ overall. Love it. Buttons Bunterson is released by the Blowfish as they're not doing well this year. They're going to bring in Dale Nail. Blowfish also signed Wally Bacon. He'll replace Guy Gold. Bruno Adamo to the Blowfish as well. He'll replace their second baseman, Squinch Toot Whistle. Okay. Well, good for Heater. Winnie Noel at 8-9. I could sign her for that. I'd only have to get rid of Tacoby, I think. Yeah, because I think of the the pitchers I would want to get rid of, I think, for second base for our starting rotation. Obviously, I can't afford any of these guys, but yeah, Noel would be a nice upgrade over few positions here. Yeah, she would be a nice upgrade over Takobi, who's just not done well at all this year, like at all. He has not done anything right. Hunter's been pitching really well, and I think she's actually going to pitch next episode with Dick Lucas. These two are going to pitch next time out, so should be a good one. We could get rid of Takobi, but I'm not going to make the move just yet. I want to see if I can get her maybe a tad bit lower, maybe 8.5, see if we can get away with that. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do player development here real quick. What do we got? Alright, so we have this one for Clark. We did like this one. Fielder, we don't care about this one. Hunters will be here next time. Nice upgrade for accuracy, which Hunter desperately needs. And she would get a forkball out of the deal, which is a good one because she is a junk baller already. Beefcake powder for Kerr, though. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, and Phenomeno, no, we're not losing that. We're not giving gems, easy jumps to Lucas. So it's either Kerr, who gets velocity, power, and accuracy debuff, but she gets a chance at bonus velocity and a pick officer. Or we grab this one for Clark. I think I said we were going to do Clark because she's younger. I think that was the, well, Kerr is actually younger. But who needs it more? Who needs the... Fiona obviously needs the contact more to make her a better hitter, so I think this benefits Fiona in the long run, so let's get her instead. 4 contact to 30, down 1 speed to 66. No bonus contact. Looking to improve the secondary position. She will get it. She can now play catcher and the entire infield. Nice job, Fiona. Gives me a little more depth off the bench there. Alright, and then if this one, that's not going to stick around. So then the next one we're going to aim for is this one for Hunter, which we will be able to get in 2 games. So, alright, let's sim up to the next game here. It's going to be a doubleheader against the Wide Loads. We got a lot of games to get through here. So we'll focus on the ones that are in our conference here. Because really, if the B-Wolves lose their next game, we have officially won the division. Wow, starting off strong over there. Okay, Jacks and Crocs. Jacks looking to keep pace with us. They will hold them off. So they're 11-2 as well. They're still nipping at her heels. Jacks taking on the Crocs again. Second half of this doubleheader. Jacks rally but lose 7-5. Thank you, Crocs. Did us a solid there. Let's get that one. B-Wolves taking on the Grapplers. If B-Wolves lose this, we win the division. They win 5-4. So they are still 3 games back with 3 games left to play. They can still make a run at us. Oh, good for the Freebooters to beat the Grass Eaters. Crocs taking on the Overdogs here. Crocs have knocked the Overdogs out of playoff contention. Good win for the Crocs. And then they beat them again in the second half of the doubleheader as well. They finish at 9-7. That's what they needed. Platypi beat the Grapplers in 10. That didn't matter. Both teams were already out of the playoff hunt. Platypi finished the year at 7-9. They are going to miss the playoffs. Grapplers sitting at 4-11. They're not going to make the playoffs either. Okay. So looking over in the Super Conference, the Moose have won their division, 12-4. Freebooters at 10-6, looking solid to make the playoffs. Wild Pigs at 8-8 are going to miss the playoffs, and Hot Corners and Herbivores finish with losing records. Doesn't matter what either of them do in their final game. Sawteeth finish at 11-5. They have won their division as well. Moonstars finish at 9-7. They are going to be in the playoffs as the 4 seed, knocking the Wild Pigs out. Sandcats, Sirloins, and Blowfish have finished their years. They all have losing records, so their playoff order is set. For our side, Heaters and Jacks, we're both going to be the top 2 seeds in the playoffs. It's just who's going to win the division at this point. We have 3 games left to play with a 3-game lead. If we win our next game, it doesn't matter what happens after that. As long as we win 1 game next episode against the Wide Loads, we're going to win the division. B-Wolves sitting at 9-6. They are currently locked into a playoff spot right now, but they could be knocked out if the Buzzards do win out and finish at 10-6. Same thing with the Crocs. Crocs have finished. They're at 9-7. They can't do any better, so they're hoping that the Buzzards lose out. Alrighty, next episode is going to be a doubleheader for us. The first pitching matchup is going to be the young Noah Kaiser on the mound for the Wide Loads, 1-1 with a 5.65 ERA and a 1.26 WHIP. And on the mound for us will be Dick Lucas in the first game of that doubleheader. He's 2-1, 7.64 ERA and a 1.81 WHIP. Lineup we'll use for that game looks like this. Johnson leading off in left field, followed by Slamus at shortstop. Bambino on right field locked in, and it's Phenomeno on fire at second base, giving Whoopity a day off. Gutterson not quite fully healed from his injury, but he's in the lineup today at third base, batting fifth. Fowl at first base, batting sixth. Colliner in center field, still tense, batting seventh. Fiona Clark batting eighth behind the dish, and batting ninth will be the pitcher, Dick Lucas. The second game of the episode will have rookie Reese Hunter on the mound for us, and according to the schedule, barring any roster moves, it is Yolanda Cooper for the Wide Loads, Kaiser's old teammate. All right, so that's what we have to look forward to next episode. We're going to be done here today, guys. We dominated the Platypi today. We win 5-0 behind a combined complete game shutout between Slayer and Neverwalker, who threw only a 2-hitter combined. We also had 3 home runs today, ended up winning 5-0. So we have knocked the Platypi out of the playoffs. We are now at 11-2 on the year, still competing for the top seed in the conference. So we have something to play for still. And if we win our first one of the 2 games next episode against the Wildlands, we will clinch the division title. So tune in next time to see if we can get the job done and simultaneously knock the Wildlands out of the playoffs. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live and or donate money if you so choose. And if you haven't already over on YouTube and you're watching this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch down in the description below if you want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted, and or follow me over here. That'll do it for me today, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a great day, everybody.